Yeah. Nice. Boom. Good morning.
I,
That was a good way
dude,
to start.
I love it, man.
That was almost meditational.
No,
So,
really,
good
that's good
morning
stuff.
to Johnny, you, my brother,
Good,
and to our audience.
good
Welcome
morning.
again to Recovery Talk with Glenn and John. Man, we are going to hit it today with the gifts of recovery through working and living the 12 steps.
Mm.
Johnny, what do you think?
Well, I think that if we can't keep what we have unless we give it away. I mean, that is huge. I'm grateful that I'm not complacent today, and that in the beginning, and I don't want to talk too much about. Listen, we all know we are selfish and self-centered, and we basically was all about us in the beginning. But what we do today is just amazing that we're able to give it away and just keep helping the next sick and suffering alcoholic out there. It doesn't matter, who you are. I see you. I'm gonna come up to you and introduce myself.
Yeah,
You know.
well, exactly. And that's the importance behind the ticker on the bottom of the screen. Like you said, we cannot keep what we have unless we give it
Hmm.
away.
Yeah.
And this is a great act of service that provides, and here's the hidden secret, we get more out of sponsoring and serving because that which what we teach is actually what we learn the most. But that's
E-
the gift.
every time.
It's the
Really.
gift.
Every
And
single time.
every single time. So it's nice to get in. It's hard. We work through it. You know, we get the sponsorship, we get the phone numbers, we work the steps, and then we get to the good meat. And here's where life changes. It changes for us. We look, and we wrote it down, we took notes. I mean, hope is real, clarity is real, acceptance, compassion, gratitude. These things, we did not possess these things in life,
Mm.
but they're attainable. They are attainable. So, but we have to work at it. And the way we
Yeah.
do that is we give it away.
Yeah. Well, there's a flip side to that too. And what
Let's
I
hear
mean
it.
by that is there are different times, as you start doing the deal and you are constantly, you be sponsoring guys, or you will be, life is going to come at you. And there are days where I don't want to pick that phone up. I'm just saying. I'm just being real. Um, and 9 times out of 10, when I pick that phone up, I end up feeling better probably than they do. And so I had to go through many stages of like, oh man, I'm eating a dinner with my family, or I'm on the boat, or whatever, and I'm like, oh, I got to take. But I've learned I pick up that phone quicker, and I'm like, hey bud, what's going on? Like my attitude, the tone of my voice when I answer that phone call, instead of saying, "Hey man, what's up, bro? I'm really busy, but I got a minute." Like there's no love involved. So
Mm.
I had to go through those stages of me like, "Hey buddy, what's up, man? How you doing today?" And then letting them talk. I still have a problem with interrupting. That's what I do, but that's a progress, not perfection. So that's what comes to mind when we're talking about this right here. I'm still selfish and self-centered, which I'm working on.
Yeah, and the truth is that we get that freedom to do that today, and we can actively engage
Yeah.
in the solution. I mean, the solution is evident. It works. Hope is real. I mean, we
Yeah.
find hope. We've learned the discipline to persevere, to endure, to be teachable and willing to learn from a sponsor through the 12 steps, how to actually be responsible, productive members in society. But hope, hope really comes from one place. And this is the one thing that sets men free, women
Yeah.
and men.
Yeah.
Is
Well,
is real hope comes from truth. Johnny, truth is what sets us free. Real truth. Okay. And that's biblically speaking. And we throw that in there, but it's real. We won't go too deep on it, but it is what sets men free. Women too.
No doubt, no doubt. And then on another note, we're able to, it was brought to my attention many times that, we could shine the light in someone's darkness if we can just listen to them, and they're going to go through many times. They're going to, in the beginning, that, they're going to go through, well, he's doing this to me and I can't believe he's doing, and they're just going to spew out a whole bunch of things. They don't have any tools in their toolbox. Well, what you're able to do is give them nuggets here and there. So that's why when, I'm the kind of guy that needs to hear this stuff over and over and over again. So when they call, or when I talk to a newcomer, it's a gift from the Lord above for me, that I'm able to voice that out loud and hear it with my own mouth of the things that I'm telling them. And then hopefully, thank God, I apply that in my life through the day. So it's actually helping me. It's benefiting me so much because I've incorporated all these tools. And when I'm giving it away, I'm just voicing it out to reestablish the fact that, hey, I remember this. I'm doing this. This is what I would suggest that you do. So I really try to not talk down to them. I really try, just like you have done to me for a long time. You talk to me. You never talk down to me. You give me love. You give me a little bit of love and horseradish at the same time, which horseradish I don't like. It's disgusting. And so it's you're able to give some love, but man, it comes back to that thing we were talking about before we got on the podcast: love, compassion, and grace. Are you doing any of those in your conversations?
Yeah, no, that's good. And the core, I think, the doing behind that and serving and helping others generally from the beginning is, hey, listen, we don't need to drink to solve our problems. We can actually get past that and start to develop and realize that hope, because guys are coming from nowhere. Women are coming from nowhere. That hopes, dreams, aspirations, desires of what we really want out of life are real. I mean, these things, goals are attainable. And so it's just more than stopping the drinking. Yeah, we have to get that out. But then to believe in and trust the process that our predecessors told us, hey, beyond your wildest dreams, you have things waiting for you that you cannot even imagine.
Yeah.
And that's real hope.
Yeah.
I mean,
no, I hear you. I hear you loud and clear. I really, this is one thing that really, I watch, as we, are in the program, we see many, many people. And what scares me the most, and I keep doing, I wanting to do this more and more, is I see a lot of guys that have multiple years and just are complacent and they don't give it back. They just are, they don't reach out. They don't, and that's okay. I mean, that's their journey. But I realize I don't want this guy right here in this chair. I don't want to do that because it takes away from the gift. And it's hard to watch because, some of them are good guys, but that's what they do. And so that's what keeps me coming back and helping that newcomer, especially when that newcomer says he's new. And the next thing you know, he shares something and he walks out the door two shares later. I kind of just walk outside and go, hey man, what's up? My name is John. I mean, I do that kind of stuff. I'm that guy. I don't know why I do it, but I just I know no one did it for me. Well, yes, someone did it for me, but the fact of it is that, I know how it feels when I share, and then I'm there, and then all of a sudden I'm scared. I don't know how to process, so I leave. And then when you have someone go, "Hey, bud," it's a good feeling to know that you're loved.
That's Johnny. That's
I
amazing.
know.
That is deep, deep, deep compassion.
Yeah, I'm getting
you
deep
have.
today. I'm getting deep today, bro.
That's deep compassion that you have for other people. When you see that and you approach them,
Yeah.
that is some serious compassion because you understand what it's like to suffer. I know it. And
Yeah.
listen, we're looking for freedom. We're talking about the chain breaker, the bondage breaker,
Yeah.
which ultimately it takes time. It's not good for the newcomer, but to invest in the big book is to understand that the Lord has come to set the captive free.
Yes.
And that we don't have to stay subject to that we're less than, that we're inferior, that we can stay introverted or isolate or hide. No, we can and do break free from all of that. And then it's guys like you and me that approach with the compassion that was developed in you to give that away to others. That is amazing.
Yeah. It's amazing. I'm actually sitting here listening to you, and I'm looking at, and we're on a podcast, and it's what the heck? No, seriously, bud. I mean, I'm thinking of years ago. Like, man, I'm not the man I used to be, guys. If you are struggling out there, right? And I'm telling you right now, it's doable for you to help someone else. Just maybe to listen, say, hey, I did that, but maybe I'm not doing that like I used to, and kind of shed some light in their eyes. But I realize, what a gift it is that here we are years later together. It's crazy, but that's one of the biggest reasons why I keep giving back, because the Lord has instilled in me, my whole life, I've been so self-centered and selfish that today I'm not that way. I will help in a heartbeat, and it's a good feeling, um, and it makes me want to even not fix anybody, because I'm not God, but I want to be there to say, hey, you're not alone, and it helps me just as much as it helps them.
Yeah.
So we're in this together. We're not alone anymore when you're in the program.
Beautiful. Beautiful, John.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I mean, I'm listening just like you. And, being renewed, the transforming of our minds, right? The way we think, it has to change. And we help others. We redirect their thinking towards things that are positive, that are truth, that are real, that are evident, that we too once were lost, lonely, broken, and we were helped in transforming our thinking, our minds from the lies that we believed about ourselves to the actual truth. And here I wanted to read this because this is what you were saying about compassion. At the beginning of recovery, you learn to love your authentic self, to embrace self-compassion, not self-indulgence. The Valley of Hope specializes in making patients feel are loved from the moment they walk in the door. We specialize in compassion and care. The gift of compassion motivates us to go out of our way to help.
Yes.
That is compassion. That was learned. You learned. I learned that. I was taught that and learned. And what a gift it is to be able to care for somebody.
Yeah.
I mean, these are just beautiful gifts that I never even imagined were possible. And yet here we are. We're actively doing it right now.
Well, I'll tell you what, and bear with me for 1 second, okay? Because this is very important. Bear with me for 1 second. So these two books right here, okay? these two books, the Bible and the big book. This has clear. You're right there, tough guy.
Oh, excuse me.
That's okay. Well, anyways, what happens is hopefully Glenn is okay. And you're right, buddy?
Yeah.
Don't let me have to come over there and hop mop you right off the roof, all right? So yeah, so these two books combine with each other because and once this combines with your personality is going to be great. But the reason why I'm showing you these books is because when I take a newcomer and I start to sit down with them and I open up this book and I start to read with them and show them, basically 98% of the time I read something here that basically I'm like, was that in there? Holy macaroni. I didn't even know that was it. I read that 100 times and it just it grabs me off the page and it grabs my attention. I'm like, gosh. I'm like, dude, I didn't even know that was in there. I read that like 12 times. So constantly when I'm helping someone else, I'm actually helping myself. And what a gift it is that I'm able to do that today and understand that I'm aware, open-minded, teachable, right? I don't get defensive because these guys are going to come at you in different things. They're going to say different things and you're going to scratch your head, go, what the heck? How can you not see that this is, and how can you, like, their thinking is basically off, and that it comes back to someone did it for me.
Yep.
Someone loved on me.
Mhm.
And here I am, years later, just realizing what a gift it is that I'm able to have. Dude,
Yeah.
all these
Yeah.
emotions are coming through me that are beautiful. Just amazing how grateful I am to help somebody, especially when we go to retreats and you're like, hey bud, I heard you, what's up, let's talk, let's sit down. So then I start to establish, and I'll shut up with this because I'm going on too much. What happens is when that happens, I start to establish a relationship, a bond, a healthy relationship, hopefully that will grow into something beautiful.
Yep. Beautiful.
You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. Life is relational.
Yeah.
And I love what you said, because it's always going to be that which what we teach is what we learn the most.
Yeah.
We learn from giving it away. We can't keep what we have unless we give it away. So we get to keep, we don't store it up. We're not like the Dead Sea where the water goes into the Dead Sea and it's just dead. No, we give it away. And it produces life in us. And so, and there's a lot involved.
Yeah. But
go ahead.
Well, one of the things that I want to touch on real quick is very important is when I've had some sobriety for a while, and I'm not doing the deal and giving it back, I can isolate quickly. And when I isolate, I stop going to meetings, or I don't want to be I don't want no one bothering me. And that's a scary place to be, because it's in a matter of time. Who knows what'll happen? Jails, institutions, or death.
There it is.
So man, I got to keep, as Bob Crane used to say, you got to keep ice skating. Otherwise you'll fall through the ice. I don't know what that means, but it basically, it makes sense to me that I just got to keep doing the deal.
Yeah. I mean, and the truth be told, and I'll confess it, with years of sobriety, there are times where I'll close the drapes and I'll turn the phone off. And even though I know it's dangerous, where'd you go?
I don't know what happened.
There you are.
Yeah. Oof.
And so that's the truth. And then yet, as I find myself isolating, guess what happens? God shows up.
Yeah.
The phone rings.
What does he say to you? He only says one word to me. No, seriously, there's only one word the Lord says to me, and this is what he says. He goes, really? That's it. Really. One word. And I'm like, oh, okay. But it's been a while since that happened. You know, I mean, I'm involved every day. And
Well, listen,
yeah,
where one is easily destroyed, two can comfort each other. We can sit back to back and hold each other up. But a three-corded braid, which is really God in the center, intertwining us
there it is.
with the rest,
There it is.
cannot easily be broken. But isolated on my own in a corner by myself, I'm done. Game over. It can end quickly. Very
But then it comes to this. Because we're doing that, I'm able to enjoy the journey of life a lot better than I used to. It's consistent. It's not perfect, but there's joy a lot. The gaps are a lot longer than they used to be, because not only am I helping, I'm contributing to my family. I am helping, who knows? I'm just there to be of service and a light in someone's darkness. And so I'm we've talked about it before. I'll talk to anybody. I'll talk to the person at Publix. I'll talk to the person. It doesn't matter where it's at. But there have been good conversations that I have just out of the blue, on vacation, doesn't matter. And shed some light in their darkness, And really quick, there was a lady one time, probably about maybe, I don't know, it was last year. Me and my wife were we're on vacation, and there was this girl and this guy just sitting in the hot tub at this resort, and she looked really lost. And what happened was she just found out she had cancer. And me and my wife stood with her, stayed with her, and talked with her for about an hour. And when she got done, man, her attitude was different. She was ready to tackle this thing. And I told her, don't give up. I kind of shed some light on you and what you went through, and how you walked through it with a good attitude. But those are the things, that's the gift of the program of the Lord being in my life, that I'm able to just be there, not fix them. I mean, what a blessing, dude.
Yeah. And for you to, because it starts with a thought. And I know in our minds, God is saying, hey, go say something. And then you actually implement yourself, or you're active in saying, oh, okay, let me go say something. And then it just starts to roll, and you're giving it back, and you're giving hope.
Yeah.
And for everybody that's watching, these things are acquired. These are the gifts that are acquired. Stick around, don't leave before the miracle happens. It was said like that to me. And then it was said, no, just stay. Don't leave, just stay.
Yeah.
Just sleep here. Just put a little tent and stay.
But dig your heels in the ground.
Stay, stick and stay. And that's why I wrote them down. Hope, clarity, acceptance, compassion, accountability, gratitude, humility, community, mercy, honesty. These are things that most of us never possessed.
No.
But yet they're so attainable. We just, same thing, right back to the beginning, Johnny. Problem solving through what? Communication. We have to communicate. We get honest with God, others, and ourselves, and we begin to learn how to go through these difficult situations so that we can pass into the goodness. Because if we stay stuck in the problem, all we're going to do is retreat and go back, think less of ourselves. Like our guest yesterday, what a beautiful thing. Prayer, meditation, but accountability, sponsorship, meetings, 12 steps, a necessity.
It actually, and as we're talking about, we can't keep it. I can't keep what we have until we give it away. So when I first came into the program, I understand it was all about me. I just was going to meetings, and this was in Fort Lauderdale. Meetings. But I didn't realize the gift until later on, is like, trust God, clean house, do the steps, and help others. I had to go through a format of understanding how to help someone else. That's why, I mean, this was not on my to-do list to be in this program. But man, what a blessing. Like, you know, a guy at the meeting always says, I hit the lottery. You know, a lot of people don't have that a lot of people don't have the awareness of being open-minded, teachable, and willing, open-minded, teachable, and willing to incorporate new behaviors, and then, you know, carry out that action each day into their personality. So my walk, you know, could be someone else's, you know, it could be a little bit of light in someone's darkness. So I have to give it away. And that's what I keep doing. I mean, I keep saying it over and over, man. If I don't give it back, I'm going to get complacent.
Yep.
And I'm going to go, and it's just going to be just, attitude's going to be bad, but accountability is big.
Yep. Yep.
Huge.
Well, and here it is. So, and those things are all huge. And it is, it wasn't on our radar. We didn't know it was going to happen, and it did. But here's it might not be the untold secret, but the truth be told, we need each other. The guy coming in the door, the green,
Yeah.
the newcomer.
Yeah.
We need him and he needs us. We need each other to actually survive. It's the craziest thing, because just a bunch of guys sitting around that have 20 years telling stories, it's good. But we still need the newcomer, and they need us. We grow
keeps me green.
together. We grow together. We can't do it alone. We actually need each other. That's amazing.
Yeah. Keeps me green when I see them. I mean, really makes me realize Bed 101, Salvation Army, long time ago.
Reminds
That's
us where we
crazy.
came from.
Oh my Lord, dude.
But it also develops compassion.
Yeah.
And you know, the desire to help. So, yeah.
I don't know, man. I think that's good. I think that's a lot of good information for today. I think we basically made a cake and then spread the icing all over it. Not just on top, bro. Today, I think we did all around the sides, you know, and I think we got leftover. You know, I mean, so.
Yeah. Well,
I hope you guys.
It's safe to say it's more than just getting sober. That's very important. But learning how to live, applying principles. Say it again, Johnny. Trust God.
Trust God, clean house, and help others. But it also comes down to what you were saying a minute ago, that we have to incorporate good behavior in our life. That's why we go to. That's why I'm in the program. I'm learning. The drink is gone. That's all that gook and stuff has been gone. I'm still left with me. So I have to learn how to have all that stuff, emotional, you know. Yeah, no, it's so amazing. Like, I understand, like, emotional stages in my recovery, right? In the beginning it was all over. Now it's kind of like this, right? But I'm able to walk a good walk today, to maybe some newcomer can look at me and go, man, I don't know, bro. Every time you share, or every time I see you, have a great attitude. Every time I see you, you have a good attitude. It's not perfect, but man, it's a lot better than it used to be. You know,
still willing, still teachable.
Yeah.
Still willing and still teachable, even to this day.
Yeah.
The same thing we came in the door with, we still have today.
Yeah, but I still mess up. I still have defects of character that I really focus on, that I need to work on. So, but anyways, I think we're going off topic here, but
well, we're going to keep giving it away. We're going to keep doing this podcast. We are going to give away whatever we have.
Yeah.
And the hope is that somebody, and I'm going to let you do your thing.
Yeah.
That's watching, and here it is.
Yeah. Real quick, guys, you know, even though we don't have a lot of subscribers, man, we're still going to give it away. I know that God's going to do some crazy, beautiful things in our lives, and hopefully someone can benefit from this. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe, And if you can, leave a message or a message, something to tell us, hey, I like it, I don't like it, whatever, so we can better ourselves. So we really would like your comments. And other than that, we here at Recovery Talk with Glenn and John wish you the best day, man. Hopefully it's a beautiful day with a great attitude.
Yeah. Love it, Johnny. Love
Yeah.
you. Much
Love you too.
love to
Yep.
the audience. Until next time.